Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Tommy, Jack, Justin. Hope you're all well. Mm, third cup of coffee. I'm off and running. We're gonna go to lunch, I believe, with Bobby and Andrew, and maybe significant others. Didn't ask them. I'm sure Jai and Quan are gonna go. But anyway, we're gonna go to the same place that I think we've met there 3 or 4 times now. I'm screwing with my beard. Um, JJ Fantasy? I think it's JJ. I always get it wrong. But anyway, it's good. Hey, thanks, Jack. Yeah, I put it out this morning. I think it's a day early, but I figured I couldn't remember. I think Friday mornings to release them were would work. So hopefully did. It was early. Let me straight. Um, yeah, and I've already got 4 done. So hey, Andrew. Hey, I got it right. Imagine that. Good morning, my friend. Um, the Yeah, so that ought to be good. I think I'm going to actually. Who knows? By the time I get there, I'll probably want a hamburger. But I think I'm going to try. I want to try something different. Be spontaneous. That'll never happen. So yeah, so I think every Friday I'll put them out, and I've already got 4 done. Number 4, and I'll probably do number 5. In a day or two. But the ones coming up now are going to be when I was actually in the hospital, and all their true colors come out. The family and everything, and what a class act they all are. Children, mom and dad, my wife, everybody. Somebody had asked, and I got to answer some of the comments. I'll probably answer tomorrow, but yeah, I am married. Maybe I was a little bit confusing in there between this one and the other one. To Nitnoy, a Thai lady that I've been with for almost 5 years now. We've been married for, I don't know, 4, something like that. But anyway, we'll see. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Hey, Gary, how are you? You're here, right? I think. Are you still in Thailand? I think you are. But hello to you. So, I don't know, maybe I was confusing, but no, my wife passed away, the one on my arm here that I always point to. Uh, she passed away in September of 2018. And I came to Thailand, actually moved to Thailand in same time as Joe. It was really weird. We both came, I think, within days of each other in November of 2018. So been here 5.5 years, as the little series thing says. Um, it's interesting. I like to talk about it because it helps me, because I still have problems with this one, I mean, not so much problems. Um, I want to say a tiny bit of depression. It's hard to it's hard to say goodbye to someone that you've been with for 30 plus years. It's hard. And I didn't get a chance to do it in there. There's a lot of probably psychological shit that's wrong with my brain. But it helps me. Talking about everything in my life helps me with my life now. But these next couple with me and being sick and are going to be good ones, and good stuff in there about, like I say, the class act of my mother and father-in-law, of my children, and my wife, at the time girlfriend. But it'll be good. So I'll try to get them out once a week. Like I said, I had kind of put it in there that I might do it for members, and I might still do that. Um, put them out one. You could be one ahead. So if you were a member, I would have released 3 and 4 for the members or something. But like I said, I don't know. I hate to say, well, if you pay $1.99 so that we can help the Thai people, you can see them a day early. Most people probably wouldn't want to anyway. But let's see. No, I've been back Melbourne for 2 weeks. Wow. Returning to Thailand in June. Love to catch up with you then. Yeah, for sure. I didn't really realize till the other day. I thought you were here now, and I guess you were recently, a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, definitely love to sit down for something, coffee, lunch, beer, whatever. Um, so anyway, I enjoy making them, and like I said, I don't know. I'm guessing now it's probably going to be maybe 10 or 15. I think I'm guessing. I've got my little I got my little cheat sheet here on through parts 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm imagining somewhere around probably double that, 15 or so. And they've been coming out like I've been just guessing. I don't even look at the clock or not. I just start rambling and going. That's probably been 15, 20 minutes. And the other day it was right on 15 on part 4, I think. So I don't know. Again, like you guys tell me, is that still too long? Can I ramble longer? Because I don't want to, bore people. I try to put some information. I thought quite a bit of information in part 3, not so much in part 4. But as we go along through the years, there, I'll try to give an update on what I think you need to move to live here or whatever. But it still comes down to the same thing. Somewhere above 2,000, between 2 and 3,000, I think 2,500 US dollars is ideal. Um, it's not top of the world, Mom. Look at me. I can do anything I want. I can go to 5-star hotels every day. It's not quite that much, but have an excellent, awesome life for that, I think. Like I said, I bring in like 33, 32, 33 now after we built the house and everything. I'm not having to bring in the money that I was about that. And like I said, I have a mortgage on this house. We did put money down quite a bit on the cars. So those are smaller, but still have it on the Forza. My wife bought me that Forza. I think it's been 3 years now. That's only like 3,900 baht a month or something. Um, and the Ubon house was out of pocket, and that's all paid for. But I do have bills, and then I give my wife so much money to run the house, and I give my mother-in-law, and we'll go into that in number 5, I think, um, about my mother-in-law and father-in-law. Um, I gave her the money. I gave her 8,000 baht to quit. She has arthritis in her. You can see mine, my big bump here. Anyway, she has arthritis in her hands, and when I was in the hospital and they couldn't speak English, still came to try to take care of me. Awesome. And I told my wife, I said, I want to give your mom some money when I'm out of the hospital here and think of what's going through my freaking brain at that time. I said, remind me in case I forget, but I didn't forget. But she had to stop. I told her, and I still tease her to this day if I see her making clothes. She's a seamstress. Um, then I tell her, "Oh, you don't get your 8,000 this month. I'm rich. I got an extra 8 grand," and she gets a kick out of that. But it was like the biggest excitement in her life. And like I said before, different for me than someone else maybe, but uh, coming to Thailand, it's part of their culture. Their daughters take care of their mother, father, grandma, grandfather, everybody. That's my wife's Nitnoy's job, and she works. So if you come to Thailand and you find one, even if it's just a travel companion, excuse me, whatever the case it is, and I've said this before, and I want to emphasize it because people don't understand and they think they're being robbed or some kind of crap. It's all logical. They're working, giving 10,000 baht to their mother and father. You want them to come travel with you. They can no longer work. It's their responsibility to still give that 10,000, and you are obligated to give that to them. Okay. My particular instance, my wife still works. At that point, it's up to you what you want to do. But when I saw that, and my mother-in-law is like on top of the world her whole life, and my wife, everybody around her, friends, family, have taken care of my wife, her children, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. One family in particular that are both policemen. They make decent money, obviously a nice house, and have always been gracious. They're just great people with my family here now. And I think the biggest excitement in my mother-in-law's life was when she got that money and was able to say, I want to take you to lunch instead of the other ones taking her to lunch all the time. She was smiles from ear to ear and on top of the world for what? I don't even know what 8,000 bought, a couple $100. Anyway, so that, and then I've got electric bills, which are down now, and I'm still trying to fine tune the solar. I think I can get it down. It's only like three or 4,000 a month now, so it's went down 7, 8, 9,000 baht. So I'm having a problem with the batteries and the programming, so I'm working with the guy on that. Once I get that dialed in, I think with sunlight, good sunshine, which we're probably going to run out of shortly, uh, get it close to zero. So anyway, that water bills are nothing, 500 baht or something, and that's for all three places for Ubon and that's electricity in Ubon for here and for Bangkok. Because here I'm on a well, in Ubon I'm on a well, so it's cheap. Internet, it's like 1,000 baht, and that's for internet, TV, everything. I don't watch the TV portion of it, but my wife does. Rambler number two. Am I rambling? Is that it? I was watching Robbie this morning. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Walking in My Shoes Thailand. Um, so so I have quite a bit. For myself, I keep like about 30,000 baht, and so about 1,000 baht a day, and that is I don't use that obviously, but the once in a while I'll go out to, like we're going to go today and eat a hamburger. The little, I take my wife out, my mother-in-law, and all that, and I'll spend maybe 5,000, 6,000 a month on dinners and lunches and shit. But the rest of it's for traveling with the trailer. And I was just looking at, my wife gave me there's camping at this reservoir in Sisaket, and it looks really promising. I want to get there, but they're not done with the trailer. He's having to put two more leaves under it. It's sagged down. I still think it's going to be a bit high, but I just said, you know what? Leave the 14-inch wheels. Let's put some good tires on it. Let's see what height we're at, and let me pull the damn thing and see see if I feel any top heaviness or anything in it. And then if not, then it's fine. But the tires, those Chinese tires on there, I was looking at them, and I kept the pressures and everything good, and they're wearing like shit. So uh, yeah, I don't know. I tried to get my wife. First of all, we were going to go to um, uh, Pattaya. She has Monday off. So she informed me just yesterday that she has Monday off. So I said, all right, let's go somewhere. Let's blow out. Well, she's been sick and she hasn't been feeling good. So uh, I said, well, if you don't want to go there, maybe we'll go to Ubon. And then finally yesterday, she said, I don't really want to go anywhere. I just want to hang at the house. So I said, okay, that's good. But I think the first trip, I think we'll go. The kids come March 2nd, which is also my daughter in the United States, Whitney's birthday coming up. Um, I we're going to go with the kids. I don't know how many days we'll go. Probably a long weekend, 4 days maybe, or something like that. Hey Ryan, how you doing? I still haven't. I got to do it today. I got to get Taco House right. I got to go on to Google and search that. And at least give them a heads up on the 13th. There might be 20, 25 of us or something. Um, well, you got everything organized, dude. Also making a positive difference. Yeah, and I still, man, like I said, I've been, I don't know, I think I said it before on the live stream. I've just been real quick to go off, almost reminding me of days past, real short tempered, And my wife and the kids even noticed it, and said, why, such a happy and all the time. And now all of a sudden, and so I'm working on that. I think I've got that figured out, what my problem was. But um, I need to relax, I've been going so many different directions. That's why we're going to be doing the live streams on Mondays and Fridays, um, 2 times a week. And then I'm just going so many directions with Ubon and the trailer and everything, a bunch of stuff. The 750, everything. I've got 200 things going, and I can barely concentrate on one. So I'm kind of slowing down on everything. I do enjoy the series deal, 5.5 years. I'm having a good time with that. So those will be coming out, like I said, every Friday. We'll do it. Hey, James, how are you? Glad you can make it. But I do, and I got to do it today. I know otherwise we're gonna all show up there on the 13th, and there isn't gonna be a chair to sit in or something. But I think quite a few. I think we're gonna have 20. I'm thinking we'll see. So I really don't know, Tommy, on the fish. My wife hasn't talked to her brother, her cousin, but I guess everything must be okay, or he would have called us. We haven't been there since the party. When was the party? January, right, or something? Beginning? No, was it? Yeah, or December or January? I don't even remember. Long time ago. But um, yeah. So we'll see. I think Robbie was going to try to make it too. I hope. And in case you don't know, it's the 13th, which I think is a Wednesday of March, and then I'm going to be there the 13th through the 16th. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, leaving on Sunday. So if I don't see anybody or they can't make it to the deal, the hotel that I'm in. You've got my email addresses and all that. If someone wants to hit up, let me know. Hey, Nikki, how are you? I was blessed with a beautiful new grandson on the 21st. Made a right entrance. Cool. He came very fast and he gave birth to him at home. Wow. Just wanted to share my happiness. Well, thanks for sharing it. I can always use good happiness. Always love hearing good things. Congratulations. Very cool. Cheers. Oh, cool. And Kitty's going to school, that right? Is that why she couldn't make the walk with you? And then if you guys don't know, they're also on their channel. I think you're trying to raise enough money to get a visa for Kitty to go with you back to America, right? So if you've got some kind of a link or whatever to your channel to how they can donate or whatever, if you want to, if you know Robbie and Kitty, um, always I need to know that too. I haven't really even checked into it. I would definitely give some money to help you guys do that. Not a problem. Um, yeah, you are. Now you got to do is get your rear end to Thailand for a couple of weeks or a month. Would love to meet with you, and maybe someday I'll make it. It's on my bucket list. The UK and some of those places that you walk, buddy, just look insane. I would love to check that out, but maybe I'll make it there. You never know. She doesn't want you to pay for it. Yeah, but let the channel help out a little bit here and there. Can't hurt, right? Yeah, yeah, I think he did too. Seems like a very nice lady. I'll know for sure here on the 13th, I hope. Yes, I do need to sort it. Yeah, it would be nice. You could, I'm sure you deserve a couple, 3 weeks here in Thailand. Um, but that's awesome. Hey, Douglas, I was just thinking about you the other day. Everything going well? I hope you're feeling well. I know that you had a couple of little minor setbacks, um, but I hope you and yours are all well. And I don't know why, because I saw you on something saying hello. Maybe it was in our little rap channel thing, um, and then I didn't see you for a while, so I was hoping everything. Yeah, a month would work. Have you been here, Nikki, or no? I don't remember. I don't think you've been here yet, and I'm just guessing. But not that you really need to be. I mean, when I first started, cool, very good, good to hear. Um, the I mean, before I came, I knew absolutely. I'd never been here. I'd only known what I've seen on what I was looking at on YouTube. Rob, watching that, and I ended up in Kamala for almost 8 months. So, um, no, I meant to last year, but life, yeah, yeah, life has a way of screwing with you a little bit. Has me a couple of times, threw me some real curveballs. One being this one, that was the biggest curveball in my life. But yeah, life has a tendency, at least in mine, to I don't know, pull it out from underneath you a couple times, right when you think you got everything going. But yeah, well, it'll happen when it's time to happen, right? I firm believer in that. You'll make it. If not, I'll make it there. I want to. I've always been. How do I say? Not so much with the UK, the country. Oh, I was intrigued with the motorcycles. The motorcycles, the English motorcycles, Norton. That kind of stuff. Um, I I was always intrigued, and there's a lot of motorcycle enthusiasts in the UK. Some good, some bad, but I rolled either way. So, um, Tommy, you've been crazy. Wanted to do one of the best, but this year I need to think more about. Yeah, and be a little bit selfish. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little on the selfish. I am. Yeah, I think that's the way it is. All my friends tell me it's the same way in the U.S. Just a shithole. I mean, nothing's going. Excuse me. Nothing's going great. And everybody that I talk to, all my family, I don't watch the news. Um, I don't do. I'm trying to stay away from everything negative now. No, don't mess with no trolls no more. Don't care. Uh, don't give a shit what they want, have, or to say. And the I don't care about what they're doing back there. I care. I shouldn't say that. In a certain sense, I do because my kids have to live there and my family has to live there. But all of them say the same thing. You ought to be. You're so lucky to not be here and be in Thailand. So, um, yeah, that was just walking down the street. If I didn't have kids, yeah, and that's the way. A lot of people I think are going to experience their, especially now with you. You're getting all the grandkids are coming into the picture and all that kind of stuff. And I know, like I had spoken before, my cousin Robin, who was born on the same day as me, she I'm sure that her and her husband, if they could retire, which they can't really on business thing, I don't think, but they're older than me. They would love to. They would have loved it here. I know they would have. But my cousin Robin's been raising her granddaughter ever since the kid was born, and I'm horrible. I think 12, 15 years. I don't know how old the kid is. I'm horrible, and it's her son is my godson, and I still don't know. But anyway, she every day she gets the kid dropped off. She does every day, and impossible. And we talked about parents before. There's a lot of. It's not as easy as even if you're selfish like me. I try to say I'm only a little bit, but I'm probably a little more than a little bit. But I was lucky. My mom was didn't have a dad, but my mom was in good shape. You know, and then as it happened right during the pandemic, so I couldn't really go anywhere anyway, even to help. I mean, not that I could leave my wife and go there, which was hard for I think my brother to understand. He had to weather the storm, and I do give him props for that. He was stand up. He did what he had to do. But anyway, you don't know, like Jake, he just got here and he's jonesing about being here for, a month or whatever it is. And he's got his mom and stuff like that. It's not as easy as I always thought. Before we started talking about it on this channel and talking about hey Maui, coming and retiring and blah, blah, blah. until I met Bobby, time to get going and that kind of stuff. We both started our channels about the same time, and then when him trying to get here and that, and it all of a sudden the lights went on, and it's like, wow, man, you got a mother and father that's creeping up on 90. They need to be taken care of, and that's your responsibility. What do? You know, you take care of them. But where you thought, because I always wanted to retire, I got lucky enough to retire when I wanted to. Um, Most people, Bobby, I don't think retired till he was 68 or 9 or something like that. Um, you know, it's not as easy as I thought originally. Oh yeah, well I'm 55, it's time to retire. That used to be the old age. Now it's, oh, I'm 108, I can finally get on Social Security. Um, that's a little sarcastic, but it's not as easy as I thought it was. There's a lot of factors that factor in that I didn't realize at the time. Let's see. Am I missing some stuff? I did not watch Walking Down's Crazy, and Maui came in. What is this? There are shoulders. Our soldiers are left homeless, and immigrants come here and get. Yeah, it's the same thing in the United States. I talk about it all the time. I'm a big advocate. Anybody that is that was in the armed forces of anyway, I think they ought to be like our president and all their shit when they get money forever. They should always be guaranteed a house, always have their full pay for their whole deal, and we don't. But if somebody runs across the border and comes into the U.S. illegally, hey, can we get you into college and here, just go to this hospital? We got no problem. It's freaking insane. But that's a whole nother thing. I'll probably lose 20 subscribers saying that. But yeah, it is a joke. And let's see what time is it. We are now getting thousands Chinese crossing through the Mexican border. Hey Maui. I know people have to flee from whatever. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to sound like I have anything against anybody coming into the country of the United States anyway, or here or any place. But like my ancestors had to do, we're all immigrants to the United States, except for the American Indians, and they got screwed too. But it come in and do it right. Get a Social Security number. Don't even make them go through all the hoops. Just give them a Social Security number and say, start paying. You don't need to sneak in. Come right through. We'll give you a Social Security number. But they're never going to do that. Who forgot their thumbs up? Thanks, Nick. Everybody's saying hi. I'm not heartless, but yeah, well, for the everybody knows I'm a big advocate of ganja, marijuana, hemp, whatever you want to call it. I still don't think they've even come close to tapping everything that they're going to find out of that plant. Hell, the Egyptians knew the medicinal qualities of marijuana. California could have done it years and years ago, instead of fighting all their stuff just on medical and through dispensaries, and keep it. How a state could fight a medical deal, all pharmaceuticals. It's all because of the pharmaceutical companies. They're putting big dollars into it. Even if people stopped using their nausea medicine, it would cost them billions of dollars. So they can't patent a plant. So they're in trouble. But if they would have taxed it and put a structure together and all that, California, as far as I know, has been bankrupt for 30 years. They could have come out of that, paid for everybody, welcomed everybody across the border, and still had extra money to give to the servicemen that fought for our country. So I don't know. I could ramble on and on about that for sure. Well, look, you went to a different name. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, so I got to do that today. So hopefully I'll remember as soon as I get done with this live stream to Taco House, right? The herb is magic for those who suffer from oh yeah, and they fought him on it. Well, we'd rather you take synthetic morphine that they make chemically instead of a plant that grows out of the ground. Your option, I'm sorry, we don't give you that option because it's what is it, a class 3 narcotic. It's like, please, they're just a bunch of idiots. But anyway, they finally come around. I don't even know. Is there any states in the United States that hasn't approved medical marijuana? Probably a few holdouts, I'm sure. What is Ryan? How's he going to get sweaty? What are you doing? Okay, I'm off for some errands to run before it gets too hot. All right, brother. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. But anyway, I won't go down that road. Everybody pretty much knows where I stand on that. My firstborn son name. So Ryan, I'm behind. Sorry guys. I have a hard time watching watching this chat, talking and rambling at the same time. Let's see. I'll bring you guys up to date on a couple of things. Had to pay for more springs. I didn't go out and look and see if he snuck by here yesterday and pulled the leaf springs out of the trailer to take to the guy to have him beef them up. And then, like I had said, we're going to put that back on. I'll have him put new tires on the same 14-inch rims and see how it pulls and see if it's. This is driving me nuts. I need to cut my beard. And see how it is top heavy. This one I'd like to. Let's see. I don't think I have. Let's see if this place. I don't know this guy. I'm watching a video. It looks really nice. It's an hour and a half from here. It looks like they've got a lot of open areas. That's that one in Sisaket. So I'd like to get it out there. Pull it there for a first little deal, and then the kids want to go there in March sometime because they'll be off all of March. We get them on the 2nd, and I don't know if they're here till after we get back from the middle of April, or whether they're going to go and then come out for Sokran and go with us to Koh Chang. I don't know. All right, Nikki, have a good one. Everybody's saying good night to Nikki, saying hi to Lance. That's Maui. And yeah, so that's the way where that lays. I got a sissy bar for the 750 that I haven't even taken out of the box. I've had it for a week now to see if it's even going to fit. It supposedly is supposed to fit. I couldn't find them. It wasn't for the other ones, not the Shadow, but the other 400s, 600s, other manufacturers, all that kind of, they had bunches of them. I had to actually ask one of the people on Lasada that sent him a note. Okay, this is what I got. Do you have something that'll fit this? Because he was showing all sorts of them for Kawasaki's and everything, and I couldn't find anything for that 750 Shadow. And this was the one that he said. So, and it looks like it should, but I got to find that out. I've got highway pegs I got to put on. I've got running boards I've got to put on, and I've got to get it back over to the guy to either dial in if there's anything left to open up on that pilot jet. If not, put in a new pilot jet and get rid of that after fire. And then I'd like to take that on a run to probably 2 or 3 hours somewhere, probably towards Tat Panome or something in the near future. We'll see. Look who's here, Logan and Jamie. Are you both together, or are you still in California? Currently on a bus returning to El Paso. Wow, very cool. So it's been a month already, or how long were you there? I guess it has. You have put out a couple of shorts and actually one video, I think, one or two you had put out. Oh, good. I guess everything went okay. So that's all I'm waiting on that. I've got to put I started up the Himalaya and everything and kind of wrote it a little bit. I'm going, maybe I'll keep it, that didn't go over very well with my wife. And I want to get one of those little, not the monkey because they're too much money, but the gorilla or whatever they are. They're like 25,000, 28,000. They're little 125s, but smaller for the kids. It'll fit in the back of the truck. And when we do go, I'll have the 125 that me and my wife, if we all go together, me and my wife can go on, and the two kids can fight over who's gonna ride who, and we can go cruise around wherever we're at for 25,000. I ought to be able to get somewhere between 60 and 70,000 for the Himalaya. So we'll see. And then I think I'm done with buying motorcycles. I'll probably put some more money in the 750. I kind of like ape hangers, so I might change that over to ape hangers, and that's about it. Otherwise, it seems to ride all right, man. That except for that afterfire. So we'll see. Since the 26th of January, yeah, so damn near a month, right? Today's the 23rd. Wow, wow, wow. Very cool. I bet you can't wait to get home and cook up a pizza and some meatless food. What do they? What do you eat? What do you eat when you're out in the middle of nowhere? They have vegetarian meals, MREs, or what? They might. I don't know. I'm horrible. I shouldn't be laughing. Like I said, man, every time I'm getting old and soft, man. I feel bad for animals that I'm eating, and that was never a problem in the past. But I think I could, man. Except for the once in a while, I'd like to have a big thick steak. But otherwise, I mean, I wouldn't mind eating. I like beans, and we talked about tostadas, and there's a bunch of other ways to get protein for sure. Peanut butter, peanuts, cashews, almonds. I mean, you can get an abundance of protein. Doesn't have to come from killing something. But I don't know. I guess I'm getting soft in my old age. They do have a few. Okay. Are they crap, or some MREs are good, man. Some are just horrible, but some aren't bad. To those with Netflix, check out the 6-part, based on the true story of mob type movie. Bad acting, but still a good movie. You know what I just watched on there was I watched a couple of movies yesterday on Netflix. Oh, that what's the one about the bomb? Hiroshima. What's his name? Oppenheimer, or whatever. That was good. It was good. It was long movie, but it was pretty good. Now they've got something else on there about Einstein's Einstein and the bomb. They actually showed Einstein in that Oppenheimer deal, but it's definitely worth watching. Hey Paul, how you doing? Hey brother, how are you, Ron? Um, Miss Ron, there is a crocodile barbecue in John TM you might like to try. Me? I'll try anything. I'm going to be in heaven the first night there because I get to go for Mexican food. And then I'm probably going to go for lunch and dinner. I want good food. I don't need to stuff myself, but I want I don't mind the paying the price. I um, sushi and a couple of these, my wife has shown me on, she's a maniac in Bangkok. This one was 1,700 baht, but you got as much. It was a buffet. Um, Although you picked everything off of a QR code deal you ordered, but lobster tails and stuff. 2-hour limit on eating, and the food just looked phenomenal. And they had a lot of sushi and stuff. I want to go to a couple places like that. I'm going to spoil myself when I'm gone. It's basically Chef Boyardee. Cheese tortellini. Yeah, sure. Everyone noodle marinara sauce. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to. I like pasta. It's just something I shouldn't be eating. Or if I do, it should be whole wheat, that kind of thing, for the sugar problem. But it wouldn't be hard except for the once in a while where I would really jones for a big, giant, thick steak. And I do like fish. I like, a lot of stuff, but a lot of vegetarians, they call themselves vegetarian, but they'll eat chicken and fish, and eggs, stuff like that. So, which, I mean, I guess it's all about eating to keep healthy, right? He's the expert on eating, but the one that she showed me on YouTube was this Thai guy $17.99, and they had 3 or 4 of them, starting at like $6.99, $8.99, $9.99, and $17.99, and everything from uni and salmon sushi and steak and wagyu beef and lobster tails and giant river prawns, and I mean it was just phenomenal. This guy just, I mean, I looked at it and went, "Holy crap!" And I think that was someplace in Bangkok. Maybe you know about the place. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but it was a restaurant in Bangkok somewhere. $17.99. I remember that, for their top tier, all you could eat lobster, everything. Now, I don't know if they maybe drag as you order off the QR code. I don't know, but 2 hours is a long freaking time. Hey, Joe, I just looked at some of your really weird. I was looking at comments, and all of a sudden, these ones for 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago, a year and a half, like 40 of your comments, I found them. I don't know where I found them, but it wouldn't let me answer them. I don't know. Did you get a bunch of somebody hearted you? It would let me, click whatever and click the 2 deals, the like and the heart. Did you get a crap load of those notifications? When I went to try to comment, it said Google miss problem something or other. It wouldn't let me comment. It wouldn't let me comment back to you. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen. Let me know if you got a bunch of things from me saying that I hearted you on all these things from freaking 6 months, a year ago. And I'm not talking about 2 or 3. I'm talking like 20 or 30 of them. It was weird. Me and Joe have had a thing going on that we can't figure out. It's almost, on some channels we can see each other, on other channels we can't. Like one of us have the other one blocked or something. It's been going on for years, and we can't quite figure it out. But this latest thing with that, whole crap load of them from 6 months up to a year and a half ago. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see. Jamie and I have been talking about adding some chicken and pork back into our diets. Yeah, are you guys like fish or no? I only like certain fish, shellfish especially. I mean, I love lobster and crab and um, shrimp and clams and stuff like that. I don't like fish that taste real fishy, salty, fishy. I like fresh trout, bass, swordfish. None of the stuff that tilapia, anything that's not real fishy. I do like some fish, but let's see. It's got to get. I mean, I don't know how long you've been doing it. You've been doing it a long, long time. I would imagine, no matter what I was eating, I would eventually get tired of eating the same thing, regardless of what it was. I don't know. We haven't been able to. If you're talking about between me and Joe, I don't know what it is. It's the weirdest thing. But like I said, I found like 30 of them, and I answered them all, but it wouldn't let me, comment or anything on them. But it would let me press the 2 little deals with the little heart. So if you're listening, Joe, let me know if you got nothing, huh? That's weird. There was like 30 of them that wasn't answered. It wouldn't let me answer them. It was weird. It did let me respond with the little heart thing. So anyway, I don't know. YouTube's got it screwed up. Um, where did is Paul still here, or did you take off already? You need to. I'd be willing to pitch in to have you go to this one. You'd be in heaven. I wish I could remember the name of it. I'll have my wife bring it up on YouTube, and I'll get the name of the restaurant. It looked yeah, but it just kind of bothers me because I mean, me and you, I mean, we don't have no problems. So, but I mean, somebody else that that I got that. Oh, well, I sent him 10 things and he never responded once. I asked him questions. He's always saying ask questions, and That's what I'm more worried about. Uh, but you're top notch, Joe, as always. Red snapper's good. Never got tired of you. Yeah, it's like the fish like that. I'm fine with it. Like I said, it's some of the like yellowtail, not yellowfin tuna, but yellowtail stuff like that in the sushi part of it. Most of the time, fresh fish doesn't taste fishy, but there are certain species that do, and I don't like those. But I should probably. I need to get my kitchen back. I still haven't gotten my kitchen completely back. I did install an ice machine, and I did not video any of it, but it's a good size 65 kilo deal. It fit. I had the new place for the oven put, then I had a space about yay wide, and then my sink, and the cabinets above it. If it was one hair width thick higher than it was, it wouldn't have fit underneath there. And it slid right in. Sink was right there, so I could run a water line up and into it with a filter under the sink and a drain tube to drain the ice as it melted. It overnight it filled the whole bin up, which I'm imagining if you get those bags of ice that you buy for 20 baht or 10 baht, I think. Yeah, you probably get three of those out of the thing. My mother-in-law already wants to take the ice out of there and put it into the freezer, which we have been doing. So my two big bottom drawers where I could have space to put crap has been full of ice for 2 years. So I went out, but I think it was 10,000 baht. Well, let me see if I have because it was pretty. Let's see. No, I don't have. It was reasonable. I think I should have gotten a. I should have gotten. What's wrong? LA. I should. I should have gotten a refrigerator, but as it worked, excuse me, as it worked out, it it's fine. It fits up there. It takes up counter space, which I really don't have abundance of counter space. But let's see if it's going to let me sign in without doing my dual. Sometimes, no, let me in. Okay, let's see. I just got it. My order. I ordered some other stuff recently. Let's see. Oh no, my wife got it off of Shopee, so I don't think I have. Let me look in here. I don't. She's a big Shopee person. I'm a Lazada kind of guy, but let's see if I did keep one that would be close to the same thing in my basket, but it doesn't look like I did. Anyway, it's pretty awesome. I'll do a. This is one that we were going to get, but let's see if I can get to where products, ice machines. Here's a 45. Let's see, 32. Well, it's a 45. This one has a tank on the top of it. The one that I got did not have a tank. Here it is. Let's see. 45. Well, it's pretty close. So they're more money. Maybe I spent less money than I thought I did. This one, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, 25,000. Suckwater, 26. No, I paid less than that. But anyway, this is the one that I got. This is a 45. I guess so. It's saying 26. I think I paid like 13,000 for it. It's pretty much this exact one. Let me get back to everybody that had already left. Let's see, present, share screen. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Can you guys see that? That's pretty much it. It sits right on the top of the counter, You can hook it up to not ours is a 65, but they're pretty much the same. Uh, it it'll do that in 24 hours. It'll do 65 pounds, I think, or whatever it is. It does pretty well. So because I have to have, I'm a fanatic. I have to have ice in everything that I drink. It has to be cold. Okay, let's see. Did I? It's the which is that the one that's in the Robinsons that has the? No, that's a sushi. Where are they at? There's one that's here that I think I went to with my wife. She didn't eat too much there, but I had to pay for her because you sit at a table and you get it's all mostly salmon sushi, and it was like I don't know 900 1,000 baht each, something like that, a long time ago. But I'll have to check into that run and see. We go to that one in the Robinson Mall that has the choo choo train that goes all the way through it, and their sushi is they have a whole section over on the side that they keep stocked up, and they have salmon. And mostly, I eat the salmon and some of the egg ones and some other stuff. But I go there and pay my 3.99 baht, and then you could also have whatever's going around on the thing. Or for now, they have for 4.99 you can get beef included in that. But I don't remember the name of that one. But they're in pretty much all the Robinsons. But they're pretty much known for that track that goes around. They have bacon and pork and shellfish and shrimp and all sorts of crap. Yeah, I don't know. The one had the this one has a two. So it's we don't have a bunch here. When I do go to AA today, I'm going to check the sushi place and go down there and see about going in there. I want to go have a good dinner or something, with a whole crap load of raw salmon. So we'll see. um, no, I didn't. I didn't order it yet either. I got to order it. It's still. Let me see if I still have it in here. I don't know if I have it. If I hopefully I saved it into my cart here because it's hard to find on. This was the one that had the actual hand turning. No, it's still here, 8,900. Maybe I'll order it. I do want to get it, so maybe I will. I'll order it today, Joe. Here it is. You guys can. This is the one. Let's see. Isn't no stop screen? Okay, share screen. Pizza oven. Okay, it's got this. This is the one. So you see her hand underneath there. But that would work. That would be okay. I wonder if it's got that clean of a flame. It's only 12-inch, but that's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, Joe. I'm gonna let's see what it shows on here. I don't know that opening looks a hell of a lot wider than I think they said it was 12-inch, the stone. So I like that idea of being able to just spin that. It's so much easier than trying to rotate the pizza with that peel to move it around. So I don't think it comes with a. They said it doesn't come with a gas regulator or tubing or anything. But I don't know. Hell, Logan, can you see this? Definitely gas. Doesn't look like any. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the rotating thing. Yeah, pretty cool. Looks like it's well made. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna order it. I'll leave it there. As soon as I get done here, I'll I'll order it. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I like the turning stone. Yeah, I think so too. They have them that are automatic that just constantly go around, but they wanted 20,000 baht for them. This one here is still 9,000. So what is that? How much did you pay for yours? Because I remember yours was, I was thinking was pretty cheap. So if you go 9,000 divided by, I think it's almost 36 right now, $250. So I'll bite the bullet and get that, and then when I get it, because that'd be kind of cool to take on the camping trip too. It'd be kind of awesome out in the middle of nowhere to cook up a pizza, um, make the dough, do the whole thing. It'd be a good video, I think, or a decent one anyway. I don't know if I make good videos. Some of them I think are all right. Um, I do like that the series thing though. I kind of spilling my guts, but it's good for me. Good for me to do it. So I will do that, Joe. I'll get it, and then we'll. Either way, there'll be a video on cooking with it. Uh, I like the idea of that, even being able to do it. Although, like I said, I kind of got the pellet one in Ubon pretty much down to a science, except it's still a pain in the ass. But this one would be easy, especially if I have the I talked earlier about the friends of my mother-in-law's, the policeman and woman, their family and a couple other people, 15 people or something. It'd be easy to just spit out a whole crap load of pizzas in an hour. Damn, I've almost been rambling for an hour. Well, yeah, we'll have to do that again. Well, see, I'm not going to say if, when I come towards your way with Craig, I'm going to be pulling the trailer. If I have this one, I'll bring it with me and we'll make pizza um, wherever I got the thing camped at. So tell Rolla we'll do it again. Yeah, the bike ramp is complete. I don't. I think I took the cards in the camera, but I did show it on the last live stream or the one before that. It I did order. He wanted a plug-in deal. I decided not to go with the remote control on it. It's a pain in the ass, and a relay in China it came out of, and it's Chinese New Year's. We'll get it to you. We don't know when it'll be there. It'll be there in 100 years. So I just got a 10-foot black. Hell, I didn't like the yellow piece of crap one that it came with, and I got a plug for that one that should be here within a day or two. And then I got a plug. The trailer he actually wired. It's got lights on it, blinkers and running lights on the outside of the motorcycle, um, and he and the cables for the winch. He wanted to wire it all, and I got him he gave my wife the information on what he wanted, a 7-prong plug that he wanted, weatherproof plug, and he's going to tie it all into that. So if I do want to take that off, which I don't see any reason that it's ever going to come off that trailer, I tried to explain that to him, because he's going to be surprised because I want him to weld it. He's got everything bolted in place underneath, and I want him to come back and weld it. So hopefully they'll they'll get the trailer done. I've got everything except for the final leaf spring and tying in and taking off in the trailer. Everything is done for the video. So you feel used? Yeah, I would too after a colonoscopy. Dave, small print say, yeah, and the orders. Well, what their latest thing is that it's Chinese New Year until from the 6th to the 17th. Well, the 17th's been gone. Today's the 23rd, so they still got the same disclaimer up there. So they're still partying in China, but I'm going to order this pizza oven. I'm almost sure. What does it say? Does it say it's coming out of? I'm sure it's coming out of China. It's got to be. Ordinary. No, it says receive 25 to 27 free shipping. You can collect on delivery. There is no product warranty. Store rating of 94. Delivery on time 100%. Yeah, I think I'm gonna order this thing while we're sitting here. Did I lose you guys? No, I don't think I did. It's easier for me to order it from my phone. So I'm going to go on here, go to Lasada, go to my cart, go look for the. Where are you? I know you're in here. Come on. And I like the way I like to order it off of my my shipping fee. Huh, 88.18. So I got 170 baht taken off of it, doing something. I like they give me the option of ordering this pay in bank app. It used to be uh, that you would have to go into it. This thing, it takes you right to my bank account. I open up my bank account. The amount's already in there to go to the guy. I used to have to put all that information in. With this particular one, you don't have to. So it's going there now. 88.18. And it goes right to my app, to Bangkok Bank. It's all doing this on its own. And then it'll ask me to put in my deal. Okay. Uh-oh. Incorrect. No, come on. And it's opening it up. I pressed the wrong button, I guess. Okay, and it's got the 8,818.90 in there. It shows the bank account it's going to come after. I push next. It says confirm. I push confirm. And it's done. Gives me the QR code and everything. And it pops up that my order has been confirmed through that company. I'll push confirm. And it should be here by the 27th. So very cool. So I'm done. That was quick, which could be, a problem for people that are addicted to Amazon and to Lasada like I am. They make it really easy to just go right in and what did I do here? I'm trying to get back to my chat here. There we go. All right, I'm back. What happened? It's going back. Going back tomorrow. COD. Yeah, I've never ordered anything. They do have that option. I've never done it. I've never ordered anything COD. Yeah, don't pay for another pen. No shit. Got 2 Chinese cameras via UPS today. They shipped out of Oklahoma, of all places. Kidding. Uh, should I just notice that the boxes are gone from the back? Yeah, they're over here, a couple of them, and they're ready to go into storage. So I did answer finally. I found the one that's 10 days old. The gentleman that asked me, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but are you a hoarder? And I said, no, no disrespect taken, but no, I'm not. We did a bunch of work on the house. I had to bring everything out here, and now it's going into its place. So, just saying, please watch 5.5 years time. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I think it's and you guys are watching it. I mean, it's not. It can't only be the people from this channel, because let's see, it is. Where's that? On my dashboard, contents, videos. Yeah, the first one that came out has almost 300, 294, and number 2 has 351. That's good for me. I mean, on most of the stuff like the camping got 292. The koi pond drum filter got 297. Another one of the drum filters got 315. 202, 587 on the first New Year's camping, 312 on one of the other camping ones, 279. So all right around the one of the good ones was the pellet pizza oven got 887. So I don't get that many. I don't get that many views. So I want to thank everybody for watching it. Thanks, Joe. Um, I saw you postpone some new videos. Currently downloading. Watch later on the 15th. That's right. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, did I? I don't know. I put. I'm trying to put them into a, what do you call it when you go there? I have to go into my channel playlists, and I got 5 years. Got two in there. Did I? I think I got them private. I don't know. I don't know, Logan. But it shouldn't. Um, it shouldn't be. I do have one in the queue that I have done. Number 4 is ready to go right now, but it'll come out next Friday. So, and now we'll get into the good stuff about me in the hospital and how my family's going to come through shining. You guys will realize why I always praise them. You'll get the real gist. Most of you that have been around me and heard me ramble and excuse me and been on the channel for a while, you pretty much know most of the story. Yeah, I figured I'd put them all together. Maybe somebody watch it. Like I said, the biggest thing too is to get people to subscribe that have or know somebody that they can share it with that's lost a significant other and stuff. That's the biggest thing that I want to get across is you don't have to sit at home and wait to die. If you're 65 years old, there's still a life to be had for 10 or 20 years that you got left. You can have a good final show without you know like I said, I you couldn't have told me, but now if I was watching me back then, I would go, well, maybe the guy's not lying. He looks pretty happy, and he does have a house. He's got a nice wife, it looks like, and he's having a good end of days. So I'm hoping that some people, and I have seen a couple of, and like I said before, it's not about, hey, I helped this guy, that guy, and aren't I great and everything. It's if anybody wants to get through and emails me, anything that I say with you would be totally 100% confidential. No name, no nothing, unless you wanted to, down the road, whatever. Or it helped me after I got past a certain point to talk about it. But up until that point, wouldn't. I would just say everything's going good, man. We're reaching people, which we are. There are 2 or 3 people, but they've answered in the comments, so they're not shy about it, which is good. And they're having a decent life. I think some of them are agree. They see it. They're living it. They're trying to. But anything that I can do to help and you know, um, with coming here. I want mainly, you don't need to be a millionaire, man. And you don't need to, um, you don't need to be, you know, 45 years old and no gray hair and the perfect weight and the perfect look and chiseled features and the most handsome thing that walked the planet. It's not what the women that I consider what I would be looking for if I came here as a 60-year-old man was someone 40 to 50, and there's a bunch of them there. Most likely we've talked about this before. Their children are more than likely grown and gone and working. They don't need, like I said, $2,500 to them coming from US is a lot of money, a lot of money. The normal person that can make 20 to 25,000 baht in a month, working one Saturday a month and 5 days a week, that's a very good salary here. Are there people that make 200,000? Sure, but the majority are going to make 400 baht, 500 baht a day working construction, whatever. So that's a lot of money. And people say, well, they're getting it, they're getting taken care of. Well, sure they are. I've said that before too. They're not stupid, you know, but they don't care about this. They care about what's in your chest, what's in your gut, what kind of a person you are. Um, that's what they care about. But the money that you can make from Social Security alone, if you're in the United States, is a lot of money to a Thai person here in Thailand. And like I said, 2,500 is what I think is the magic number. It could go down as low as 1,500, or maybe even lower, depending on what you want to live. Like I said, people say, well, who would want to live like that? Well, if you got a choice of living in Thailand on 1,500 or living in California on 1,500, when your rent's going to be 1,500, where are you going to get the money to eat, have a mobile phone, have a car, pay for gas, pay for transportation? Uh, you just sit there and not move. You ain't going to have any heat or cooling, so you're going to be sweating. So, yeah, you can do it, but it would be really strict. You'd have to be really regimented. I wouldn't want to do it, but if I had my choice between the two, it would definitely be Thailand. No doubt. Your golden years are golden for sure. Half your age plus 7 minimum age requirement. Uh, and I just heard they are passing a bill to stop taxing Social Security. The bill is called "You Earned It, You Keep It," which is the way it should be, right? Then you pay. I don't know. I could go on and on about that too, um, but no, that's great. I didn't hear that. I don't watch any news or anything. But they were talking about it. Biden, one of his big things coming into office was, we're going to give you that extra $200 a month to Social Security, the people that need it. And that's right. Do I need it on Social Security? No. Does 90% of the people on Social Security need it? Hell yeah. They're poverty level, and they never came through with that. Now they might before the election, I don't know, but it would help a lot of people. But that was part of his campaign. This is going to happen, this reform, and he's full of shit, just like everybody else. I ain't saying Biden's any better than any of the other crooks. You just try to get one. Like I said, if I was in the United States and I was voting, and Billy Bob got up there and said, "I can guarantee you gas for $1.25 a gallon," I'd say, "You got my vote, pal. You don't have to say anything more. Nothing else. I don't care your other platforms. Give me gas for $1 a gallon, and I'd be happy." Uh, Plus, they're talking. Yeah, they've been talking about, well, since Biden was in office. That was his platform. What one of his major things was that. So we'll see. But that would be nice. I mean, people really need it. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not gonna. No, you don't have to give it to me. Give me the money. I can always spend money, and my wife can spend it for me. But there's actual people that are, they could really, really use that dough. But hopefully that stuff comes through. But like I say, man, you don't need that. Are there women here that want somebody with $1 million? Yeah, they're all over the world. But the majority, and I can only speak for the women that I've seen, my friends and my wives, and they're not looking for that. If that comes along with somebody that they really like, yeah, but they're willing to open their heart up to someone that looks like me, and 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 are they going to benefit from it? Sure. Why shouldn't they? They'd be idiots not to. You know, would it be? I don't have to work. I can go travel with this man that is a very nice man. Maybe I'll love him. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Do you know that ever? You know, and get together and go try it out, and they're going to give money to the money I would have made for my mom and dad, the 8 or 10 or 12,000 baht a month. Or say, oh no, I don't know if I like you or not. I'm not going to take it. I mean, come on. They're human. They're going to grasp at it, and they should. Like I said, my wife says she's the luckiest woman in the world. I say I'm the luckiest man in the world. We both are lucky. And I get to put smiles on her face and my family's face on my income. on my retirement. Not any savings, not any this. Did we build stuff and do stuff? Yeah. Is that pretty much done? Yeah, that's pretty much done. You know, we'll finish off the trailer and some other stuff, but I'm done. I don't think I could afford another house party. But I did enjoy it. I'm glad that I built Ubon. Um, I'm they'll be talking about that 150 years from now. So I enjoyed that. I do want to get back there though. Plus, they're talking about I would take it. Concern social. It ain't ever going to run out. They'll find the money for it, Ron. They can't do that. It just can't happen. They'll just get the rich to pay for it, and the rich will bitch and moan about it. But when somebody that makes $200 million a year and pays the same taxes as I did, making 200,000, something's freaking wrong. So we'll see. Print money. They just print more. How you doing, Internet Monster? Yeah, exactly. That's been the way to solve it forever, right? Just print more money. But they'll find the money, and the people need it, man. Like I said, they isn't so much me personally, but I'm going to say a good 90% of people that are on Social Security out of the United States are down close to poverty level. But like I said, sometimes you don't have a choice about being able to move and retire to Thailand. But when somebody could tell me I make 2,500 on Social Security, I was stupid. I didn't put enough money away. That's all I've got is that for my retirement. You mean I can go to Thailand and live a decent, good life? Yeah, that ain't going to happen in the United States. Not unless you planned. You already paid your house off. You own everything you have. Then that 2,500 that you're getting, you can live. But otherwise than that, we only rented, we didn't realize, we didn't do it. You still got options. And am I saying it'd have to be Thailand? No. I hear good things about Vietnam. Vietnam. I just have a bad taste in my mouth for, but I am going to go there and see what everything looks like. And Robert's wife is Vietnamese, and he loves it there. He says the cost of living and all that kind of stuff. I think Alex is there right now. I haven't got a chance to check out Alex and Miley's a bunch of their videos. I saw a couple of them, but I get the impression that it's reasonable to live there. There's a few other places that are still reasonable, but the United States and especially California, I think, is out of the question. Out of the question. Are dollars backed by weapons, not gold or silver? Like I said, man, I don't get into any. To me, anything with the stock market and anything is all gambling to me. And if I want to gamble, I'll go belly up to a table in Vegas and play some hold'em. I'm fairly good at that, but I don't want to do that anymore because I always, whenever I gambled and stuff, I always took this amount of money and said, "This is the money that I can lose." Okay, and if I didn't do that, I would spend every dime I had. So I did that. I'm not the best gambler in the world, but gold, silver, and platinum. I think is I would always have some money in precious metals. There's my my deal for the day. But I will go in and let's see what gold is now here in Thailand, according to my gold app. Come on, come on. 34,450 a bot and 35.9. So 35.97. So 36 probably. Somebody will check Wise, and I'm sure they're at 36.2 or something. But definitely still a what I consider a good exchange rate to bring into Thailand. A good time to bring it in. Card game. Yeah, we'll play up on the roof here, Joe. Let's see. I moved here for that reason, one of many. Yeah, I knew nothing. Nothing about Thailand. I've said that before. I don't know if I said it at the beginning of the first video in the series. I think I did. I was in Costa Rica in 2015, I think, or 2000, yeah, 2015, and spent about 8 months there, coming back every 90 days. I come back for a week or two and then go back. But I made friends there, and one of them, he had a friend come and visit him from Thailand, from Bangkok, that had been living in Bangkok for, I think, 2.5 years. He had, and I spent the week basically rapping with him about, I got to go to Thailand, check it out. And uh, so at that point, I started working on my wife, try to get her to go, because I've said that story before. Her sisters were married to an Indian guy, and the horror stories we'll find out from Andy when I see him, uh, of them peeing in the streets and all dirt roads and the animals running wild and everything like that. She thinks every country is third world like that, and I still don't consider Thailand a third world country, and no one can make me think that because I can say what I want. But it started working on that coming here. So when I came here after she passed, for the 2 week deal that I spent right outside of Kamala in Surin Beach at an awesome hotel, which I can't remember the name of, rented a PCX and cruised. I knew when I got back that I was ready to go, and I thought that I would make it until the 1st. That was in October. And I told you the story about me waking up and thinking my wife was alive, and living that nightmare 10 times a night when I woke up. I said, screw it, got a flight. First week of November, I rented a service apartment until the house that I had already rented was ready on the 1st of the year, 2019, and hit the ground running, and love it, and haven't turned back yet. So yeah, Joe, but my friends are too, Joe. They know it. That's what they've done their whole life, and they make money. They know when to get in and when to get out, and they don't. Oh, hold on, like I would. Oh, it'll go back up. It'll go back. They'll take their losses and move on to something else, and they made a lot of money. One lives in Malibu, and I mean they've got a lot of dough, but it just wasn't my. I never learned it, and I don't like to throw away money in something that I don't know. So let's see, Joe. That will be full retirement age. You can still start. Yeah, and I said that in number 2, I think. That's up to you. But the stuff that I've seen on YouTube, go watch them all on when to take your Social Security. 90% of the ones that I watched said take it as soon as you can, because it makes sense to me. For the money difference, if you don't need that money to retire, you know what I'm saying? You're still working, you're still going, you got to wait till you're 70 to be able to get enough money to retire. But if you've got enough money to retire, go watch them and watch the videos. But I would say I would take mine if I had it. I would have took it at 62. I took my wife to the U.S. 2010. What did I say? Thinking to start a green card process, felt like please job. Bye back to Thailand. Yeah, because you got to stay here 10 years? Because everybody asks me, hey, can your wife get your Social Security? Sure she can. We just got to both move back to the U.S. and live there for 10 years. So once we're there for 10 years, then yeah, she can get my Social Security. Because a lot of people think that. Of course, don't trust me. Do what I did and wait on the 4 hours on the phone and talk to Social Security, and that's what they told me. So I can only say what they told me was that. Blue Pipe, how you doing, Kenny? I was going to say something to Kenny too. I know that you're you're like me about the quality and everything that's going in that house, but let me just put it this way: if you're still in the chat, you're not going to be able to enjoy that house for the rest of your life if you have a massive coronary and drop dead on the site there. So I guess in my way, I'm saying do whatever you got to do, brother, but keep your blood pressure down and sabai, which I know is easier said than done, but I've been there, done that twice now. And it took me into the second one to learn, okay, I can still get this done and not completely lose my cool and go crazy. But if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Great channel. Kenny and some that are doing a great job on documenting it. And um, you'll if you're going to build something or want to know something, great channel to watch it at. It took too long. I'll be videoing the Kite Festival. Cool. Yeah, I'm that way too. I believe in that. Is the roof done? Yeah, that's yeah, and I know I feel Kenny's pain, but it 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 aggravated me too. The reason that I wanted, like in his case right now, when they started to put the roof on this house here in Surin, because I wasn't concerned about what they were doing in Ubon. I wasn't didn't care whether it took them 6 months to build the house or 2 years. It didn't make a difference to me. Um, but here, I wanted the roof on because if it started to rain, they could still do crap on the house. If they didn't have the roof finished and water was, rain was blowing through, they wouldn't be able to do the block on the interior of the house. They wouldn't be able to do any electrical. They wouldn't be able to do anything. So I wanted the roof on the freaking house. And that might be what Kenny's deal was too. But if not, if you didn't, hey, you're paying the same dollar for them to do it. That guy has to pay his guy to sleep over in the ditch and such. But I know how frustrated it is. Let's see. Conduit is done. Skim coat soon. Yeah, I think they're cranking, man. That's my personal opinion. The quality of the build, to tell you the truth, I'm not looking at that wall in front of me. I can't see all the imperfections and stuff. We'll see what it happens when they skim coat or whatever. But I'll tell you what, out of all the walls that I've seen built, because you said you don't know if you could stand behind this guy and recommend this guy and whatever. That's a hell of a freaking wall, man. I've never seen anything that stout. The retaining wall at every one, um, it looks fantastic to me, but it's not in front of me, and I don't have to live with it. But if they make it look semi pretty, I think you got a hell of a wall. But that's me. I buy a case of beer and big bottle of whiskey every week. What is that for? For the people? I had to give the workers a little whiskey at lunchtime. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did. I waited until after work. My wife would get them their little whiskey bottles, and we'd do that for them. And we did a couple of things here too. We did. We gave away to the workers. I got a bunch of crap, and so did Joe during the build, saying, "How dare you build a house during the middle of all this when all these poor people can't even afford to eat and keep their businesses open, and you're a piece of shit," and blah blah blah. And I'm going, I'm keeping 30 people working here. Are you an idiot? So you just delete those people. But anyway, we did a giveaway with we went out and spent a bunch of money on noodles and cooking oil, and we did a video on it and gave to the workers here for their families. But yeah, yeah, beer for them. That might keep your blood pressure down. All for them. Yeah, and I did. I was too, but I did get aggravated. Um, my wife tried to calm me down, you know, but it took them a year to build this house, and a lot of it was because the guy tried to build three houses at the same time, and he wasn't supposed to do that. And he's a family member, but he is a builder and he is a architect, so he drew the thing and everything. I mean, the guy's The guy's top notch. I went and looked at the houses he's built. But when he took this on, he took on two other ones, and then the virus hit, everything came, and everything turned to crap, and Chinese steel tripled in cost, and damn near crippled him. And so he did the best he could, and I give him credit for that. He did. A lot of people would have walked away, said, "Screw it, I'll take my losses. Good luck with having your house finished. See you later." But he didn't. He stuck by it and finished it. But it it's not easy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't see it in front of me, but that's the stuff. If that wall falls before I die or my grandchildren die, I got to give somebody money or something. It looks like a hell of a wall, and I think a reasonable price too. I think you mentioned it. I can't remember exactly, but that's a big ass. That's a lot of wall bears here. You can see his nose in the corner. He wants me to either let him out or scratch him, maybe a little of both. But now he's going to pull out my. You want to talk into the microphone, or you're going to pull out my deal? Oh, beer when the alien. I agree, Kenny. I don't know. 400 and 435. That's a lot of wall, though. How many? How many meter a wall? Um, I got a good job. Mine isn't even close to that stout, and I would be surprised if this thing moves. I don't see any movement in it at all, and I think I'm like I don't know, 15 feet, 20 feet on on supports, but none of them's retaining either. So we'll see. And that's the way I feel about the houses too. My wife's saying, well, what happens to this? What could happen? The thing's all metal and stone and brick and block and concrete. What's going to burn? The worst case scenario is you got to go in there and clean everything and replace all the wiring. You could have a major catastrophe and all your belongings would burn, but otherwise nothing's going to happen to the house. And as long as they mount the roof on correctly, it's not going to blow off. They do. I know I overkilled Ubon. My uncle said they have real problems with high winds here. And I think we're in the kind of the same area Kenny is. 150 meters. Yeah, that's because mine is 15 and 15, basically 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, maybe 80, half that. And I think I paid about 200,000, and that included the gates and everything. But that was done by a family member too, which I know less from retired and living the dream. He said he just did a video on how he wouldn't recommend you use any of your family to build, which is probably probably good advice. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Hey Paul, how are you? I would hire JJ and leave on vacation. Quality builder. Is that who's JJ? Is that the Joe's builder? Because if that's who you're talking about, I agree. I met him. I've been there a couple of times. Top notch stuff. It's hard for you too because I noticed every time you leave and come back, when you start your videos is, I never should have left. I should have stayed here. Joe's builder, yeah. Oh, hey, get down, get down. Hey, I uh, I agree. No, I've got a bunch of cable here. Yeah, I agree with that. I would totally. And I've been to Joe's house. Top top notch quality built for sure. But he paid for it too. I mean, he paid a lot of money to have that house built. I don't know what you're going to end up with. We'll find out. you guys have to subscribe and watch the videos. We'll find out how much Kenny and Zombit's house is. And I think it's perfect size, man. I know you say it looks smaller and it's up and stuff. What do you guys need, man? Same thing with me here. I would just be all I live in is I have 2 bedrooms downstairs, the kitchen, 2 bathroom, and a decent smallish living room. I don't go upstairs. I haven't been upstairs in a year. Got 2 bedrooms up there. I haven't even went up there. They built a indoor Buddha deal in the center. I've got to do a video on the cabinetry that my wife built because it's freaking phenomenal. Upstairs, part of that was they moved my oven in the kitchen, and then they did a inside Buddha thing upstairs, and there's 2 good-sized bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs and a big chandelier and all sorts of stuff. My house, I think, is well built. I was happy with everything. I was happy. I was more concerned, like I've said before, with cracks and stuff in the building. And they put, 40 freaking, bus long, 40-foot deals pounded into the ground. So it is going to move because I was really adamant about that when I drew it on a napkin, and then when he designed it, I said I want it to be stout. I don't want cracks and shit and settling, and I won't deal with that. So you better draw it good, and I did, and I looked at it, and I was happy with it. But, let's see, it's still up for sale. Send me that link again, Joe. I'll try it again. Foreigner Joe paid a pretty high amount for the land, but that's on his videos. I think he paid, was it $2 million? I can't remember, but I think in the house and the land, I don't know about the land, the house and everything. I think he's got, I want to say 8 million or something in it. Now my house here, I've got about 3 million, little bit over. That's for the wall. That's for the koi ponds. That's for everything. The actual loan and the house build was 2.3 million, and that we still have that loan on the house. So my budget with the wall fence was 3.5. I will be very close when finished. I think that's where it should be, because I remember the first time you said the guy had was double that almost, and I said that's crazy. I think that's a great, if you can do everything that you're doing for that. I think you did well. Not that my opinion matters. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Just take a look at you guys. I'm off. Have a great. All right, Tip. Have a good one. Hope to see you soon. But yeah, I think that's, and that including the wall. So basically, you're at 3 million for everything there. I I think that's good, because, like I said, I'm right at about 3. I've got the final figures. I think it was 3.1, and that included like I said, the pool, the pond, everything here, all the hardscape, landscaping, softscape, plants, everything about that, even the front pond too. And now with the extra filtration and everything. So I think it's awesome. I think that's a great price. What did I miss? Did I miss Randy? Hey, Randy, what's up, brother? Everyone, hello, and buy the tip. 8 total. Yeah, I think it's close to that. I think it was, but like I said, his house, I would say, is built better than mine. Mine, in some instances, I didn't scrimp on anything structural, anything, whatever it was, like I put on my island, instead of putting, granite, or on all around building it, just the tops of everything in the kitchen. Below is tile, but looking at it, you can't even really tell. They look very similar. Um, I did, now my kitchen, that's all custom cabinets. The same guy that did all these cabinets said I will do a video on it's amazing. It fits a 65-inch television. You put a divider in the room, big, deep. It's awesome. It's awesome. I will. I will take the. I will do a video on it. It's worth seeing. But he did all those custom. He's the one that did all the cabinets in the kitchen are custom cabinets. He made them. I didn't buy anything in the kitchen from from any Home Pro. Nothing. He built them all, and I dig them. But I just like to get my kitchen back. I built the outside Thai kitchen for my mother-in-law. It is a kind of a pain in the ass. You got to go in and out, up, down 2 steps to get in and out. It does have to come right through the kitchen, but she's trying, man. She's trying to get out of there. My wife wants to buy her a bigger refrigerator because that's one of my biggest bitches. Is my refrigerator is just packed full of crap that should have been thrown out 2 months ago. They just can't. They don't have the heart to throw away food. Go figure. Yeah, it is. I'm nothing to take away from my house. My house is top notch. Joe's is just a little bit elevated above that, and he paid a little bit more for that. But I'm envious because he built in a location that I would have much rather built in, 10-minute or 5-minute walk to the beach or whatever. That would have been better. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time. He's like me. Well, when I first doing it, I'm looking at it. First off, you're in culture shock and construction shock when you worked your whole life in construction or around construction, and all of a sudden I come to Thailand and they're building scaffolding out of pieces of wood, and not none of them are wearing a pair of shoes, and where's OSHA, you know, and that shock, and then, well, if they're doing this, how can they even build anything right? And this and that, and you micromanage and you try to get everything done the right way that you've been watching for 50 years. It's not an easy task to do. um, it took me pretty much the second build, so I don't know if Kenny's going to be building a second property, but I think he's doing great. I think you're doing great. I think the price you got budgeted is right on. I think the size of the house that you're building is right on. Um, it I think you got it. I think you got it whooped. I hope to make a road trip up your way. I'll be doing a motorbike thing around Thailand on my scooter. Very cool. I heard you talking about that a little bit on the live stream this morning. Um, yeah, that would be awesome. I didn't have any problem. I could press my PCX 150 with my fat ass on it, and I weigh 119 kilo, and I could push it up at 100. But if I kept it at like right around 90, I could run it for an hour. An hour was all I really wanted to ride. I'd stop. I'd gas up if I needed to. I'd stop at a 7, get a glass of water, get a cold rag. It's a little bit devastating when we get into what I'm calling the summer season here, riding even for an hour. But if you're just doing it, going around at your own, you're taking your time. It's up to you. You want to ride 3 hours in a day, then ride 3 hours in a day. You want to ride 6 hours in a day, ride 6 hours in a day. You don't want to ride one day, don't ride that day. Just make sure that you stay hydrated and you stop. I would stop every 45 minutes to an hour, stretch your legs, wipe down, hydrate, and you'll have an awesome time. You want to go outside? All right, all right, all right. Sorry. I know. I'm a pain in the ass. Sorry. Okay. Well, you ripped out all this stuff. Oh, oh. But yeah, you'll have a ball. I wish I could do that, but I get a healthy heart. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy, man. Any of my people? Yeah. What's up, Greg? How you doing? I'm still thinking about coming your way. I still don't know when. If the trailer was done, I probably would have been already on my way. But the way that it's looking now, today's already the 23rd, and with what's happening, and probably going to be after the meetup, would be my guess, and after March, and then I've got, when am I going? 13th of March is the meetup. 13th of April, I'll be in Ko Chang for a week, and that's Sokran, according to what I've been told. Sokran's so many different dates and durations throughout Thailand, but I'll be in Ko Chang for 7 days. So we'll fit it in because I definitely want to come, and I'm going to try to. It's only going to take me a week or so because I'm just going to take a day and a half, 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back, and spend like 3 days. And I want to come when Jake's available, when Ron's available, and whoever else is around there that wants to get together. And I will be, I will bring the new pizza oven that I just bought on the air from Lasada. Should be here. It says the 27th, so we'll see. I was born with an enlarged one too. Uh, but getting these guys, he's just I think he's a normal guy. You know, I mean, he's normal the way I consider myself normal. Plus, it's your home, like he had said in the last one. I got to live here, you know, and that's totally understandable. But take a take a deep breath every once in a while. Get the blood pressure down. Go get a bigger fan for your little outdoor area there, and maybe a radio or a Bluetooth speaker, and go over and kick back. Oh, that's right. That's right. You'll have yours done too. Yeah, we'll be able to do a couple of them. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because I think I will. I mean, it's easy enough. I think I bought a cover for it. Of course, I don't know where the hell it is, but to go in a bag. But there isn't really that much to it. Once you blow it out and get all the, whatever you're pushing the slide with, whether it be cornmeal or flour, um, they aren't that dirty, and it'll go in the back of my truck anyway. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it'd be fun. Um, I know it'll be fun. Try to be honest, the video is good or bad. I think you're doing a great job. Don't get me wrong. Don't stop. Do whatever you're doing. Just try to try to take a deep breath um, and lower the blood pressure. The videos are great, man. I think you're one of the better channels that I've watched, including mine, on documenting uh, the build. Did a good job too. But you're doing more everyday type thing. Tim would have a week together in one video and put it out, but did a great job in documenting his too. Kenny has a good on-site off. Yeah, yeah. He just needs a new fan. I saw the fan. That one's you need to invest a little bit of money in a new one. Hey, I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? What was it like in Vietnam as far as cost to live there? We were talking earlier about. I was talking about, of course, retiring to Thailand, but I said there's other options. But I think Vietnam would possibly be one of them. I'm not big on their government and shit, and I've got a bad taste in my mouth for Vietnam. But a lot of people talk highly of it. Hope you're well. Glad to see you guys. Hope on the 13th of March between 6 and 6:30 at Taco House is when we're going to meet up from the channel here. So, and anybody else that wants to come. But I just watched the one on the coffee with that the animal shit out. Whatever it is that Miley really liked. She liked the smell of that coffee, and I'm imagining it has the same smell as that animal's ass, but I don't know that for sure. But I heard of that before. There's one in Hawaii that's the same thing, that a animal digests it and then they cook it up, and it's some $100 an ounce freaking coffee. But I'm a coffee fanatic too, so RJ, I'm laying on my deck as I type. Cool. Get a bigger fan. Um, uh, yeah, and a beer fridge. Yeah, you put a solar panel up on there, and you could probably run a little battery. You could probably run one of those small fridges, no doubt. Are you thinking about doing any kind of solar? I've been going through a lot of research on trying to get mine here working at optimum efficiency. The one in my trailer I just absolutely love. I'm thinking about adding, even though I've got a crap load of solar, thinking about adding another battery to my trailer. All the ice I bought, bought two refrigerators. That the one that ice machine that I bought. I don't know if I use a lot of ice, so I should have bought this. I should have bought an ice machine in the refrigerator, but I didn't. And I'm kind of happy. I'm really happy with this ice machine. It takes up counter space, but it's it was full overnight, so it'll do. Like I said, I think 65. It'll do 100 pounds or over 100 pounds in 24 hours. We love Vietnam, but cost to live, I don't know. Didn't see the cost of housing. As far as the food, about the same. Thailand traffic was crazy, but good in all the way. Yeah, they like to use their horns, though, don't they? Their horns in in Vietnam. I think they like to lay on the horn. But thanks for saying. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like it was, and I think Robert Robert Mack and what is it? What's Robert's channel? Robert Mack in Asia or Robert Mack Media. Anyway, I've known Robert for a while. His wife is Vietnamese, and she has a house and everything over there. But I'll have to ask him. But I think it's very similar to Thailand. Sarah Hearn, but not as bad as the Philippines. That's right. I forgot you spent times in the Philippines. See, I haven't spent any time there. I got to I got to get I got to get there. I want to go with somebody that has been there, and Chris has been there, so he's trying to retire, and once he gets there, I'm going to go, and then I'll go with my wife too. I was pretty good to put solar well for the back well, but haven't convinced something to give up the 2 square feet of rice field. Really? That's too bad. I love my solar well in Ubon, and now this one is. Now I did. I'm having problems with one of the batteries. I'm having problems with dialing this thing in. My solar guy did an awesome job in installing it. We knew that he um, was new to solar. He had done systems, installed them, but installed them for people that were putting them in, and they did the programming. So he did the programming on this PSI, and it's just not quite right. And I don't have a problem with that. I mean, we'll figure it out, but I want to get it dialed in because I think I'd be pretty close to zero instead of the 3,000 baht or so that I'm paying now. But I think if you put in a small system, and I think Kenny has the ability to be able to do it with somebody helping him. He could do it by himself, okay, which I could have too. If I could have got up and down a ladder and pointed what I wanted, the racking system, how to put the panels. These new controllers, Kenny, are they go on the wall. You take the battery in here. You take your in voltage here. You take your out voltage there, and the controller does the rest. There's no like these old style with the switch and this and the fuse and and all this crap around and this, but all this crap. It's pretty much non-existent. There is a little bit if you want to add a bunch of different stuff, but these new smart controllers they already got the inverters, everything are in this deal. Hang on the wall, you're done. Batteries. So putting them in, and I don't think you would need 100,000 baht. You could get a 5K system. Buy it all at once, 10 panels, the whole deal, and you guys wouldn't. You'd be getting probably close to zero for just you and some pit. So there's my 2 cents on that. I went to Vietnam, loved it, planned to take. Yeah, I want to go. I want to go, and probably you're definitely going to go back. So you guys really liked it. Cool. I got to watch more of the videos. I didn't. Hey, Tip, how you doing? I didn't catch all of them. I did see it. All right, cool. Definitely looking forward to that. And I'm going to be there from the 13th, 14th, 15th to 16th. So maybe we'll get together after that for a dinner or something or whatever, too. But I'll talk to you about that on the 13th. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And you guys, if you're not subscribed, he's on the upswing. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I want to go there too. But see, I'm one of those weirdos. Everybody will go to Japan and go, well, I want to go to Tokyo and downtown. And I'm take me out to the hillsides where all the koi farms are, and I'd be in heaven. That's where I would spend most of my time. But I would like to go there also. And it's not that far, right? I mean, Japan's a pretty close flight, I think. Yes, for sure, Tip. Kenny, you never will because every inch matters. Rice is life mindset. Yeah, I don't I I don't know. Grow ganja until they change the to the law. I won't do it because they haven't. They could say they did everything. It's still it's not legal enough for me. Might lose a half a bag of rice. Well, that's not necessarily true though, Kenny. You don't have to put the panels in the rice field. Put them on your roof. Put the 3 panels on your roof, and then just run them down to um, feed the well. You don't have to put it and take any rice land, right? 3 to 4 times you've been really. You're a world traveler. See, I don't know that much about Kenny. We didn't get much chance to talk when they came to the house party. But we will hopefully. Are you guys going to try to come to that meetup or no? You guys are building a house. You're probably too far away, but you're more than welcome to come. But yeah, I would put them on the top of your. I can't remember. Is the parking structure thing where it's coming down? Is that right close to the well, or is that on the other side? I can't remember now. Oh, the tank too. Well, you got to put a tank, right? Or you're not going to. You got to. And if you put 2 tanks, 2,000 liters, you can put the solar panel over the tanks. So all you're losing is probably a meter by 2 meters, maybe 2.5 meters. And then you could fit all 3 of your panels, which will also keep the heat off of your tanks, and it'll serve a dual purpose. You could tell them all, we're closing down for 3 days. I don't want anybody on my property until I come back on in 3 days. I agree. You got to get your house done. Of course, it might be done by then the way they're going. um, yeah, I would do that. I don't know how. I think 2,000 liters is is plenty. And like I said, that my tanks, I'm looking at those. You could fit three, maybe 4 panels over the top of it, create a roof, and uh, you're only losing just the place that you got to put the tank somewhere, right? Yes, well under tower with tanks and panels on top. Yeah, that's what I would do. The meetup's the 13th of March, which is a Wednesday, and then I'm going to be there in Pattaya till the 16th. Andy's coming and staying 2 or 3 days. Andrew is going to be there. He'll be someplace else. Bobby is staying at the same hotel. Bobby and Jai. Ron and his family are staying at the same hotel. Ryan's going to come, but he lives there. Mitch is going to come. He lives there. Um, there's probably going to be 15, 20 of us, I guess. Maybe I'll be surprised. I don't know. We'll see. But the 13th of March. Yeah, Kenny, you've left once already. We'll save you a seat just in case. Oh, and Robbie and is going to come with Kitty, and I guess Alex is probably going to come with Miley too. So it could be more than I think. In fact, I got to remember I got to give Taco House a heads up on the 13th. So we'll see how. God, we've been over 2 hours again. I thought that it was going to be a quick one, but but definitely I want to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos are the first one. I mean, we could throw rocks and hit Laos and Cambodia. So I'd like to get over there, but it's just trying to get. My wife's only got Saturday and Sunday. But that's okay. I mean, if we went over early on a Saturday morning, parked, got brought across the border or whatever, stayed one night in a hotel, shopped around the next day, and came back, that would be fine. But I would like to. I'll go with her, and then I'll go by myself, or if somebody else is going, I'll meet up with them and go. Like I said, I have a little bit of a different situation. My wife works, so the other ones that have girlfriends and wives that don't work, it's a lot easier to travel. A little bit harder for me. Yeah, I don't blame you, Kitty. I don't blame you. Well, I'll get out there. We'll meet up again. We're gonna do another one. I'm gonna try to do maybe a couple of times a year or something. Maybe 3 times a year, every 4 months or so. See if we get people together just for the hell of it. I went to Vietnam long ago, similar to Thailand. Yeah, I think so too. Tip. Um, Too early for me. Have to do the concrete driveway and a bit more before I get to see. When are you coming back to Thailand? I know you're finishing up a house too. That's what you're talking about, right? Um, yeah, live stream. Yeah, we could do that from there. Bear's back. Pain in my ass. Let's let him in before he tears the door down. Okay, come on. You like it better in here? You like the air conditioning? Sit. Good boy. Shake. Shake. Good boy. Lay down. Huh. Yeah, I think we probably will do something from there. Not a long thing, but something short. A little live stream just to see how people are doing. Let people see what's going on. Truck of supplies coming down the road. Gotta go. All right, Kitty. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna end it pretty soon too. It's been 2 hours and 3 minutes. I think that 18 of you guys here. Thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. It's free. Imagine that. And let's see. Oh, really? In April? Okay, cool. For Sokran, April. I'm gonna be. Well, let me know when you're coming. I'd love to meet up. Where do you guys stay at? You have a house here? I don't even know that. It's imagine that. But for sure we'll get together. I'm going to. I got a lot going on in March, April. I got to get the trailer out, and I want to go towards Uncle Craig's and go see Ron and Jake when Jake's in town. Of course, Jake is coming too. I didn't say that. Jake is Jake will be there too for the meetup. It should be. I'll be at the hotel 13th through the 15th. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be there too. And I don't know if my wife's coming or not. Kids are here. Um, I'm not even going to mess with it because I have to get another room, which isn't a big deal. But I need my wife to commit, and she won't commit, and I don't want to do any last minute crap, So they're probably not going to come. As I get older, I keep remembering all the people I lost. Boy, it was a terrible tour guide. Yeah, I just got notified, or not notified, but on Facebook, one of my cousin's husband's brother, really good guy, passed away, and bummer. So I sent out my condolences on that. But yeah, I'm telling you, man. And he I think was I don't know how old he was. I have to look. I have to go back and look. But everybody's starting to be younger than me now, which makes me more nervous. Jake is here now napping. Yeah, that's right, huh? He's jet lagging. Okay. So anyway, everybody jumped up to 21 people. Thanks everybody for watching. Um, you guys are awesome. If you would, subscribe. If you know some people, share the videos. Show them. I got that series starting. The first 3 episodes are out, and they can at least get an idea of there is life. If you know somebody that has a significant other, and uh, I don't know, they passed away, and they're just laying around, and they think life's over. Maybe give them send them something, have them watch the channel. I'd love to help anybody. So anybody that's watching, like I said, if you don't want to be in the chat and you don't want to do it that way, hit up my email, koidoctor1 at gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help in any way that I possibly can. All right. So, and I got one more thing saying that Richard of Richard Travels is the gentleman that did both my intro and outro for my live streams, and a great guy. I think he's getting all his stuff together. He had a little rough patch that I think he's going to be over, which is awesome to hear. So thank you, Richard. Thanks, Richard Baum, if you guys watch occasionally. And I think I've got everything together. All right. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. And I will catch you on the next one.